Hey all, this is Melanie, and this is kind of my last lecture of this Introduction to Entrepreneurship class. It was awesome. I love this class. When I started it, I kind of was floundering with my commitment on it. I started in real estate about 8 months ago and was kind of having more of a challenging time with it than I thought, and actually not having the success and kind of being a little bit discouraged. And this class was probably the best thing for me. It helped me focus. It gave me inspiration. It helped those who have gone this path before in entrepreneurship just give me that boost that I needed to keep going, to focus, to be surrounded by great people. So as we started this class, one of the things was kind of the high idea, I guess, of one of the things that I took away was that successful people don't necessarily just stumble upon success. They have failures. They just don't give up at the failures. They continue to grow and try and keep trying. And that was kind of illustrated with the Dyson vacuums. He had, I think, like over 100 versions. I don't even remember. And then WD-40, they called it 40 because it was the 40th time that it worked. And so many stories of people just persevering. And with that, you need to have an end goal in mind. So that and also a purpose of why you're trying to achieve that goal, because when you hit failure, which is pretty much inevitable, or those stumbling blocks, you need to kind of keep your eye on the prize and why you are doing what you're doing. I'm going to kind of go back in some of my notes that I've gone throughout this class and give you a little bit of a recap on some of what that is. One of the things that I really liked in one of the videos was they're just uplifting videos in this whole class and inspirational things, because as entrepreneurs, actually, you need to be inspired and uplifted because you are going to stumble. But treat life as an experiment. I love this idea because so many times we don't do things because we're afraid to fail. But I think that the lighthearted idea of treating life as an experiment is just gives you that freedom to be able to be creative and to try new things and to not be so worried about failure. I think that holds so many people back. So hang tight here. I don't have a good system to get through these. Another one is the Formula for Success and Happiness. This is by James Ritchie in the Ministry of Business book. He says to get up early, work hard, get your education, find your oil, or provide a service or product, which is the oil, then that's better than your competitor, and make your mark, make a difference in every community or career opportunity, and get prepared to be of service. Service and giving back generates the truest and greatest happiness we can experience in our lives. And seek value and find good mentors. And that's another thing that I loved about this class too, is that we had to interview mentors, and we had to also just find what works for them and what doesn't, and what a true mentor kind of is. It's helping willingly and doesn't necessarily expect anything in return. And in my mentor interviews, one of the things that I got out of it was to continue to sharpen the saw, to always keep learning, growing, trying. And also, one person had said, if you don't like something, find a way to hire it out. Do those things that you're really good at. And I guess my mentality before that has always been, well, learn to like it. And I think that there's some value in both of those. But if you can hire it out and someone enjoys it more than you and someone's better than you, then more power to you. Let's see. Some of the other things is when you take someone's money, prepare for pain until you return that money. And one of the things about starting entrepreneurship that I liked was what he said in The Risks of Business. This is by Jan Newman. Is he said, get some skin in the game. It's important to have people to have skin in the game. Do whatever it takes, get the business done, but never do anything dishonest. Always be honest in all of your dealings. And that's another huge core thing that was throughout this whole course, is to set clear ethical guardrails. And I like that the guy from Acton, the entrepreneur school, said that, is that as we achieve success, we can become prideful. We can kind of think, oh, maybe this won't really make a difference. But the whole key is that you need to set strong ethical guardrails, because pride can get in the way when you're successful, and when you have those, you know, when you have money and you feel like you have power, you can definitely let pride get in the way and think that maybe things won't affect you. And so one of the things that he recommended to do, which I love this idea, is write a list of all the things of I never. And when you're getting ready to maybe cross one of those boundary I never lines, is to take out a letter that you've written to yourself previously. So it's a letter that you write to your future self and say, as you are thinking about doing this, these are the reasons maybe why you, not maybe why, but these are the reasons that you shouldn't. And to know that those things are going to come up. You're human. You are going to want to kind of maybe take shortcuts, or that you, I don't know, you're going to be tempted with things. And the thing is to decide now the things that you will never do, because it can happen to good people. I mean, good people can make these small little choices in the wrong direction and get clear off in the woods. So that's a huge thing, is to be ethical, be honest in all of your dealings. So another thing, one of the books that we had to read for this, all of them were good, but the book Mastery was amazing. The book Mastery was about enjoying the journey and enjoying the process of things unfolding. And one of the lines I liked in there is, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. And I think that also equates to before your testimony, you read the scriptures, you pray, you do all the... Okay, let's try this again. But after your testimony, you still need to be praying, reading the scriptures, studying. So it's kind of like before success, do all these great things. After success, you continue to do them. Love the journey. And it's not all going to be pleasant, but learn to love it and learn to love the plateau in life. The other 3 questions at the end of your life that you might want to ask in your career too is, have I contributed something meaningful? Was I a good person? And who have I loved and who loves me? And I think keeping those things in the forefront of your mind as you go about your business and growing your business really puts things into perspective. It's not about the money. It's really about serving and being a good person in this life. Also find great role models, ask them great questions, learn from those who've gone before you. 3 promises that they make at Acton, which I love these, is to learn how to learn, continue to always learn, ask questions, grow, learn how to make money, which will inevitably come. But here's the other really important one, is learn how to have a life of meaning. Making money's hard, but you'll get the hang of it. Learning to learn, your pride might sometimes get in the way, but don't try to be the smartest person in the room. Keep learning, but learn to have a life of meaning. Find great role models, ask them great questions. I love that. I do love that. Set those clear ethical guardrails. And all in all, I highly recommend this class to anyone who's going to be an entrepreneur, or just anyone who's having a path of business. It's a fantastic one because the path is hard. The path is going to be filled with, failures and stumbles along the way. And this class helps you keep going and learning to put the tools in place to keep going once those things have a goal in mind, and be ambitious, be prepared for the opportunities that come. And that comes through studying, learning, growing, becoming a better person. And thank you for this class. I have really gained a lot out of it, and I need to go review a lot of the materials. It was packed with good things, and to remember to keep implementing into my life. And thank you. Bye.